Leslie here. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown today on what a scroll saw is and the basic parts. A lot of you ask me what kind of scroll saw I use. This is it. It's the Dewalt DW788 and it's the 20-inch variable speed. So what the 20 inches refers to is the distance from the back of the saw to the blade. Some people call that the throat, but basically it's the clearance that you have from the blade to the back. So yeah, let's get started. I'll show you all the different parts. The Dewalt saw takes pinless or plain end blades. So you see here the end of the blade is literally just straight, and it has these toolless blade clamps. So when you're putting your blade in, you simply put it into the clamp and then you twist that to tighten it. So there's one on the top, and then when you look at the bottom, there's one on the bottom here. So when you tighten it in, it's nice and snug, but you can also thread that through really tiny holes. So as small as you can get a drill bit, that will go through. So this is really great for detailed work. Once you get your blade clamped in, you'll notice that it's pretty flexible. Up here, this is where you're going to adjust the tension of your blade. So you'll see as I turn this knob, that blade is getting tighter. This tension, it's really a personal preference. I typically don't bring my tension above really 1.5 or 2. This blade is going to be super tight once you get there, and the tighter you go, the less flexibility it's going to have. So if you put it too tight, that blade is likely to snap. Another great feature of the Dewalt saw is this air blower. So while you're cutting, you can adjust it so that it blows the dust away. Speed is up here. So you'll see on this knob, it goes from 1 to 8. Depending on the work that you're doing, I adjust the speed all the time. If I'm doing a lot of stack cutting, I typically have it at 8 because I want that blade to be cutting fast while I push the wood through. So if you want to see how to set up your material to scroll, I did that in a previous blog post, but to show you how to load a project onto your saw, basically you need to drill a pilot hole, which is just with a drill bit, where you're going to thread your blade through. To do that, you simply release the tension. You don't want to release your blade clamp when the tension's on because it's going to snap back. So you release the tension, the blade's nice and loose. You release the blade clamp underneath or on top. You can do it either way. This blade arm lifts up. You put the end of the pinless blade through. Now that it's through, you put the blade end in the bottom blade clamp, tighten it, increase your tension to where you want it to be, adjust your speed. This is 1-inch stack of material, so I'm going to put my speed at a 6 to start just to see how that goes and get to